Awesome. We are live once again on LinkedIn and over on YouTube. And we're here again to talk about the next Jabra, technically speaking, on webinar, which is happening tomorrow, Wednesday, at 1 p.m. Eastern, per the usual time. Now, this is a very special webinar, or unwebinar, very special technically speaking, because this is about MDEP. This has been quite the topic. It's garnered a lot of attention from analysts recently. We've even heard Ilya Buchstein over at Microsoft address some of that conversation, talk a bit about it, and we are getting very near to MDEP being a fully GA'd solution. It's coming very soon, but that leaves a lot of people wondering, what even is MDEP? What do I need to know about it? Let's get a little more under the weeds than it's just an OS, right? Right. I think I'm on that same page with y'all. And that is why tomorrow, Mr. Michael Tressler, our very own, is going to be talking all about MDEP. As you can see, the title here for this, technically speaking, is MDEP Unwrapped Beyond Just a New Android OS. It is an Android OS. That's pretty cool. But there's a lot to unpack there, and tomorrow we are going to attempt to get a little deeper than the normal with you on this. So do not miss that one. If you're not already registered, get registered. Be there tomorrow. Of course, you could win some cool stuff if you're there tomorrow. We love giving away gear on these technically speakings. And if you do happen to miss it, you can always head on over to the webpage to check out the recording. But it's always best in person, because then you can come, turn your camera on, turn on your microphone, ask questions, get that one-on-one feedback, and of course, join me in heckling Michael as he gives us this amazing session on MDEP. Now, I know you're wanting to see this now that you've heard me talk about it, especially after I said that we're going to be heckling Michael. So you're going to want to head on over to the Technically Speaking page. As you can see here, that would be jabra.com/technically speaking. Well, technically the URL up top is a little different, but if you put in jabra.com/technically speaking, it's going to go to this URL. So just go there. On the main landing page, you've got the sign up for this specific session taking place tomorrow. So get registered there. It'll just take you over to a Microsoft Teams webinar registration page. Still working on getting Microsoft Teams to change this category to unwebinar, or at least make a new one for unwebinars. In the meantime, just know that we are treating it like an unwebinar, even though it's a webinar registration. You can also see we've got September's topic right there on deck. We are going to get pretty geeky with some of the technical stuff that goes into making all the cool Edge AI stuff and camera wizardry we do so powerful. So sign up for that one as well. And we've got October's topic picked. We will be updating that shortly. Again, not one you're going to want to miss. And like I mentioned, if you are going to miss tomorrow's webinar, which I do not recommend at all, you would head over here and click on on-demand sessions. And when you do that, you're going to see all the previous recordings from the time we got this thing started last year all the way up to the most recent in July. And then, of course, August is happening tomorrow. That's what we're talking about, August. So head on over, jabra.com/technically speaking, sign up. Don't miss out on your chance to win cool stuff, to come hang out, to learn some cool things about MDEP. And that's going to wrap it up. I'm not going to waste any more of your time on a live today or here on LinkedIn. I know you've got lots of valuable scrolling to do, right? Looking for the coolest stuff in Worklandia. But hopefully this bubbles to the top of your things to do list. Get registered. Come hang out tomorrow. If you're not feeling too shy, flip on that camera so we can kind of have more of a face-to-face. That's the idea of an webinar. We're having a conversation. You're getting to know us. We're not just talking at you. We're having a conversation. Come join us and check out all the cool things that Michael's got to say on MDEP. I believe you got somewhat of a preview of this session if you were lucky enough to be at Commsverse and hear his session there on MDEP. But he's had a chance to kind of expand upon that a bit as time goes on and adapt it for the technically speaking audience. Thank you all. Head on over to that registration page, and we'll see you tomorrow.